Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial, and in this one we're going to be fetching our data from database so we can show our messages down here. Alright, so we're going to go into our view controller class and we're going to go find our view did load method. So up here are our two arrays of strings. First one is dates and the second one is messages. This one will hold the dates and this one will hold the messages. And so we're returning messages.count. So that's how many rows we will have in our table. That's how many messages are in this message array. So first of all, let's see how our data is structured. So to get our messages, we go to our user messages node. Then we want to find the node, the child that's related to our username. And then we want to get into this dictionary, and then that's when we will find this data. And there will be multiple nodes. And so first of all, we need to get our the users that logged in, we need to find their username. So to do that, we're going to have to go into our users node. So we're going to have to go Firebase database.reference, and then we're going to do .child, and we're going into our users node. And the child of that will be, this is our UID for the user that's currently logged in, so we can get their data. So to get that, we're going to do .child again, and then the name of this node is going to be fir.off.current user. So that'll be the current user, and then we want their UID. Alright, and I think we gotta unwrap it. Alright, and now we should be in here. So now to get that data, we want to do dot, and we're going to type in observe, and we're going to find this one that says observe and event type, FIR data event type, and with a cancel block. So the event type, let's do dot value, and then for the FIR data snapshot, we're going to click it so we can get the block, press enter on it, and then in here we're going to type in snapshot as a reference to the snapshot, erase this code, and then type in nil for the cancel block. Alright, and the way this data is set up is a dictionary like we did earlier. So, and that's going to come from this snapshot value. So if we just print this snapshot, we'll show you what that has. Let's see if we're on the right track so far. Alright, and so we printed that snapshot and it works so far. This is the current user that's logged in. This is their UID. And this is their data right here, their name and their username in the form of a dictionary. So we need to extract these values, and we're going to do that like this. We're going to erase the print statement now. We're going to do, just to be safe, we're going to do if let, we're going to say dictionary, and then we're going to say equal that snapshot, and then we're going to do dot value as, and in the form of a dictionary of string and any. And then we're going to do open up the braces, and so, and now we want our username from that. So we're going to do let, we'll just be safe, we'll do let username equal dictionary, and then brackets, and we're going to call it username like it's called there. We're going to do as string. So now we're just going to do a print statement to see if everything's on track. We're going to do print, just so it's obvious, we'll do my username is dot dot dot, and then we'll do that username up there just to see if everything's right. Whoops, print statement. What is it saying? Oh, it's just being slow. There's actually no error. And you can see that it worked. My username is jadams4, and that is the user that's logged in. So now that we got the username, we're going to go into here. Let's get down here. So now we want to get the actual messages for that user that's logged in. So now we're going to go into our user messages node. And to do that, we're going to do just what we did up there, but we're going to keep it in this if block. We're going to do FIR database again, .database, .reference, and then .child. We want to get into that user messages node. All right, and then .child is that username that we got up there. All right, and so, yep, and we want to receive the values of this. So now we can just do .observe again, same one with the cancel block. And we'll do .value. Then we'll press enter on this again, type in snap this time instead of snapshot, just so we don't get confused. And then we'll put that as nil. Alright, so the way this is shaped is we're here, so we have a dictionary here, and there will be multiple of them when the user has many messages, and in the dictionary here. So the way we're going to do this is to get that data, we're going to go up here. We're going to go if let, we're going to call this dictionary1 equals that snap dot value like we did up there as string in any again, and then I think we gotta do a question mark because it's optional, and open this, and now we're down here, and now these will be multiple dictionaries. So we're actually, for this one, we're going to do an array so we can get all of them, all the values. So we're going to do 4, we'll call the dictionaries dict2 in dictionary1, and we're just going to do, we'll say let dictionary3 equal dict2 and dot value. So that will be the value of these dictionaries. So that will be these values here. And then as, like we do it up there, string any. And we're going to open that up. And now we can actually get to our data. So we're going to say, whoops, let's see what this error is talking about. Oh, whoops. Gotta do if let. Alright. Alright. Error went away. Now we're going to go in here. We're going to say let date equal dict3, and then open up the brace, and then we're going to do date, and then let the message equal dict3, and then we'll do message, and then let's print those out just to make sure. We'll just say, and then we'll do as string because they're going to be strings, and we'll just say the date is, and then dot 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 date, I'm going to do the same thing with message, just so we can check if everything's right. The message is message. Build and run this, and I'm going to check this out. And these values, date and message, are coming from here. This is called date and this is called message from that dictionary value. So let's go into our simulator and let's check it out. All right. Well, nothing popped up, but that's because we're logged in as John Adams, and so far he doesn't have any messages. So let me check his username again. John Adams 4. I'm gonna send him a message quick. Go to search users. Go J. I think it was lowercase. I'm gonna pull out the keyboard. So J Adams 4. I'm just gonna say, hey, how's it going? And then just use the keyboard, press send. Alright. And now you see in our user messages, now there's 2 users. This is test users messages, and this is John Adams messages. Hey, how's it going? And that. And you could see here we printed out the data is and the messages, and those did show up down there. So now we know everything is right. So now, instead of printing these out, we're actually going to append these values to our arrays that we have above, our dates array and our message array. So it'll hold all of our dates and messages. So we'll just do self.dates.append, and then we'll just append that date, and then self.messages.append, and then we'll append message. Alright, and so now we want it to show up in our table view, so we have to reload our data. And to we just got to do our the reference to our table view. Actually, I don't know if we have one yet. Let's see. Alright. Okay, so we don't have a reference to our table view yet, so we're going to go to our storyboard and go to our page right here, and then we're going to open the system editor. We're going to control, click, and drag our table view here. We're going to call it, we'll just say my table view. Connect it. Go back to our class, and then now we can reload. But to do this, we're going to use a dispatch main. I don't know how they did it in this new Swift 3. Let me check back on my other file. Right here, doing the dispatch queue.main.async. Alright, so see if I can remember that. It was dispatch. What was it? Queue.main. Main. Let's see. Async. Execute. Alright, open up the block, and then here's where we'll just do self.mytableview.reload data. And so now if we build and run our app, our values should be showing up. Alright, should be popping up soon. Here it is, and now you can see the date is there and the message is right there for our user. And so just to test it out again, we'll just send another one to John Adams. We'll just go, his username is jadams4, click it, and then we're just going to say hello, one more message, and then we're going to press send. And notice here, we call this email label later. We're actually not going to be sending it by email. We're just going to be sending it to the user by their username. So if you see email pop up at all, this is actually just going to be their username. But let's go back. And wow, let's see. We'll see if it's, let's run our data first. All right. And see if it sent to our Firebase. Yep, J Adams. And he has two different nodes. This is his different messages. This is the first one that said, hey, how's it going? At 3:49. And then this one is his other one at 3:53 that said, hello, one more message, the one that I just sent. And so now we can go back to our app and you can clearly see that they're both there. All right, that's going to be all for this tutorial. You've seen how to fetch data from Firebase, so make sure to check out the next tutorial. Make sure to check out my app SportsFit on iOS on iTunes, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at TurTech19. Thank you.